Okay, let's call the meeting to order. That thing's
Hey, Tom.
time. Call the meeting to order. Need approval of the minutes, of the April meeting, which everybody received online.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Minutes approved. Financial report and registered claims.
All right, double print through my papers now. All right, so pages 2, 3, and 4, my 4 sideways, sorry. Registered claims, page 4, I didn't see anything. There was a couple return ACH fees. I think we discussed that last month. She had disputed a charge. I believe that's probably that.
The $6 one?
Yes, ma'am. Let's see. The year-to-date lake income is $275,999.97. Waiting for those extra 3 pennies to come through. April income was $96,213.59. And that number is going to be on page 6, just because I have to math it out. But other than that, I didn't see anything that was really.
That big one at 18,000, one of those pumps,
Yeah.
spare pumps for backup for lift station.
And then I think the $10,000 one's on there too.
Yeah, that's a BBC pump. One of them came from Strafer, one came from BBC for 2 different lift stations.
So both pumps are taken care of then, right?
Yeah, we have spares now in the shop for both of them. One we had to go pick up, the other they delivered with a truck. Since the last meeting, yeah.
Anybody have any questions?
Good.
Motion to,
Motion to approve?
Second.
all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried. Administrative financial.
Okay, so Jason Price reached out. He was the gentleman who was here a couple months ago wanting to negotiate a price for one of the lots he was going to purchase. He actually is interested in purchasing Victory Hill 63 now. So he owns Victory Hill 60, 61, and 62. So he would like to purchase 63. I did let him know in advance, hey, we own Victory Hill 64 too, if you just want to monopolize that whole section right there.
Be nice.
He said he couldn't swing it right now, but would definitely keep it in mind for.
Those assessments ever go up, it's gonna be.
Exactly, yeah.
All right.
So just if you guys want to vote to sell that lot.
Sure. Motion to approve. To
Second.
sell, yeah.
All in favor,
Aye.
motion carried.
Okay, and then Scott emailed Tiffany and I guess a friend of a friend supposedly had reached out and left some voicemails about purchasing a lot. I dumpster dived through all my emails and voicemails. I couldn't find anything. But Rusty Giles owns Lincoln Hill 128 and 129, and he's interested in purchasing Lincoln Hill 130.
Okay.
And there's no problem, just as long as, everybody understands that it's locked up. I can't build another house on it.
That's whenever I communicate with him, I always let him know it comes with the restricted deed, and
Yeah,
then when Kathy gets involved to start the deed work, she gets a little bit more in depth with
right,
the actual wording and
right.
all that, so.
Okay. Motion to approve the sale of lot 130.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Resolution 26-2.
Let's see, so should be page 5 in your packets. It's just the resolution we do beginning of the year to raise the sewer connection fee due to the COLA of the prior year. So the COLA for 2025 was 2.7%. So it went down a little bit from the year prior. So it translates to an increase of $60, bringing the total connection fee to $2,278, which would go into effect July 1st.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
Can I jump in here?
Sure.
Michael had a discussion with me once about if there was any way we could put those increases at the same time every year.
Right.
You guys remember that?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
And I can't remember if the rules are set, that this has to be done in July rather than January. So if user rates went up, they could be both done at the same time, or if there was some reason.
I can't remember. I don't think we ever settled on a reasoning behind it. Because I vaguely remember the conversation, but I don't remember.
When's the COLA defined? What
Oh,
month is that?
I think that's it.
Yeah.
I think you're right. One of those,
Closer to
one
the
of them,
tax season or?
Yeah, we're waiting for the number.
I think it's two different things. CPI and then COLA is later. So they're figured off two different things.
When I was looking into it, the CPI-U, I believe, is done quarterly. Quarterly or seasonally? I can't remember how it was.
Well, I think COLA may come out like, they're different months for the year, like when they figure social security raises and everything for COLA, but this is CPI, urban consumer price index. And that may be a different month, and that's why it's rated the whole year before, and then you get that number for that year.
Okay.
So I don't know if you can check, I don't know all the
Yeah.
rules, but you
Well,
can just say it'd be nice, because
Yeah.
they gotta change them on the website,
Yeah.
if they could just do it once a year
Once
instead
a-
of for the hookup fees only in July by itself, but.
the only thing, regardless when either one of them come out, we probably could, I think,
Oh,
just make it effective the 1st of January of the next year.
wait another 6
You're-
months.
Yeah, we could do
You
that.
might lose a few dollars in the fact that you might have 2 or 3 in that 6-month period that that paid it. But if it's more convenient the other way, just like this thing says, effective July the 1st, 2026, we could say January the 1st, 2027.
You're right, I think you're correct.
Could we figure out when those two dates are? And then we could go off the later one and add, I don't know, 2 weeks or something, just keep it as close as we can.
That's what
That's
I
the
was gonna
consistent thing.
suggest if maybe I could get with Kathy and see if there's a distinct reason why it's set in July. And then I'll make a note of it and
We can
bring it to the next meeting and discuss it maybe for the next
And,
year.
and if she's got any reason why we can't delay it 6 months to make them the same, if there's a reason why we can't do that or something.
Yeah, absolutely.
I would guess that it's been the 1st of July just because the figures come out later in the year, you know, second, third month of the year, and they just set it at July the 1st. I would guess that's how it got to be July the 1st. I could be wrong, but I would say it was just for convenience at that time, but
Yeah, so let's revisit it, get the actual information on exactly when those dates are, and then we can talk about it next board meeting and make a decision then. That sounds good.
Thank you.
So if we did it at the same time, it would go into effect
Well,
December.
we'll see. So see what the dates come.
Yeah.
Right, I'm just saying.
I think the reason why we do the pay is because that way it's annualized pay and we want to get that increase to you. So this other one's just about the data, you know.
I'm
But
just
she
thinking
said
for
it-
the sewer monthly fee, that if that increases, it goes into effect December. So to do it at the same time would be December.
This paragraph, third paragraph does say, it says, it's calculated by the December rate of immediately
Yeah.
preceding year to the December rate of the prior year.
Yeah.
So. Maybe COLA it may come out like in November or October or something.
Okay, well, do some homework and figure it out.
But
Thanks.
there is a lot
I
of,
remember
there
that.
probably are a lot of hookups though in
Yeah.
the summer months
yeah.
rather than winter, but
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's like at the HOA meeting, when they made the announcement, they approved 6 houses in May. So, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they're paying their hookup fee at that time.
yeah.
Mhm.
Some pay ahead, some wait till the last week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quick question. So do you want me to go ahead and sign this for this year? Or potentially wait until we
I
have it?
think they go ahead and go.
I'd say
Let's do it.
Do
go
that
ahead,
now.
sign it,
Okay,
and
We'll figure out what we're doing next.
I just wanted to make sure
yeah,
before.
then we'll get all of our ducks in a row for next year.
Yep.
Okay, thank you. Other than that, we didn't have any new sewer connections since our last meeting, so our total is still 1,768. April and May bills were sent out on May 1st, due June 15th. It's crazy to think I'm already talking about June. Notes from Tiffany. The DNR directory updates were made on 4/30, just updating phone numbers,
Yep.
stuff like that. Super simple and no big deal, but that's all I had.
Okay. Operations manager.
As mentioned earlier, the spare pumps for lift station J4 and P3 are in the shop. Lift station J1 was having intermittent long pump run times. Scott determined that the bottom off float was not always making contact, and that would keep running. So he replaced it. Michael and Scott replaced the pump at lift station L2, Lincoln Hill 2. The motor and impeller were both bad. We looked up the paperwork and that was last rebuilt in 2009, so it's 17 years ago. It was rebuilt back then, so, and those impellers are obsolete nowadays, it's so old, we junked that one and we had this spare to put in place. So now we're getting quotes for another spare for that lift station. And that's one we'll, instead of going to the old Myers, we'll probably go to a Barnes pump. Because there's another Barnes pump on the other side and it's been working really well for a long time. So, Scott got a quote from Trojan. Trojan's our ultraviolet light disinfection system. For the UV bulbs, there's 32, the quote is behind you here on the sheet right behind. They're very expensive. There are 32 bulbs all, and the seals and the freight, the total cost for that would be $14,234.87. If you look at the bottom of that page, in blue at the very bottom, Trojan claims 12,000 hour bulb life before bulbs start to lose their effectiveness, like they just start to get weaker. This is like 2 seasons then. So right now they're still working, but I think what we'd like to do is go ahead and get a whole set on hand, and we'll keep using them until they aren't effective. We can turn up the intensity to where we just can't make E. coli anymore. I mean, close, start getting close to violations.
Right.
And then just replace all the bulbs at once
Yeah.
at that time, so they're all in the same, instead of doing 5 or 6 and having them replaced.
Yeah.
It's a very,
Yeah.
and you're pretty locked into Trojan. There's no really other aftermarket to get them. You're locked into them. People, which is a Canadian company, they ship down to the United States and then distribute out. So I think that's what I'm asking for, to get those ordered, to have them to.
Yeah.
And hope maybe they'll last another season, and we'll just keep them in storage till we need them.
Yeah,
But
sure.
now, if we have a few, 5 or 6, they gave us in the beginning, in case we bust one or something, you break it, then you can replace that. But otherwise, just to redo them, we'll re-lamp them all at once.
Okay. Sounds good. How's that compared to chemicals and stuff? It's more expensive than chemicals. That's dangerous.
I can't remember the total cost of what the chemicals were.
Ballpark. Yeah. Do you have an idea?
Well, to work on the chlorinators was very
Very
expensive.
I remember that.
You gotta repair them every year. You about gotta go through them because it's so corrosive to rebuild all those stuff. Now, as far as what the gas costs and stuff, I don't remember without looking back. But
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, it is what it is.
it just, yeah,
It's better for us overall as a
Yeah.
community.
it's a safety thing, because of all the people
Yeah.
being close to lake and stuff.
Yeah, well, you got, they say 1,200 hours and we don't run them all year.
Right.
We only run them in the summer.
Yeah. So that's 2 seasons, what he figured out. 2 seasons. So if we changed them now, that'd be 7,000 a season, not counting the electrical.
Yeah.
Bill, but
Okay.
Motion to approve purchase of that, or you just want to go ahead and get them?
Is it in the
Yeah.
budget? Is it already in the budget?
I think you're good.
probably
It's an operational
repairs,
expense,
yeah,
right?
So,
like it.
thanks for letting us know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, this is new. Sludge application this spring. Stevenson's Nutrient Solutions are going to pump from our new sludge loading station down the hill, across the creek, and drag line sludge in our 7 acres twice. Then Steve Greason's going to plant forage grass for cattle feed.
Oh.
So how this happened, they had a good year where Steve had everything planted in soybeans except that field. Want to know when we're going to get our sludge on there. So we called Mark Stevenson, and he said, well, I need like 5 more good days to get done. And that's like if it don't rain and whatever. Well, this was a month ago.
Yeah.
They had a good time for a while there, and then
Right.
this rain started and
Yeah.
really messed them up. So he's not ready yet to put the sludge down. But during our conversation, he was standing here. I got Mark on the phone. Mark said, well, I'll be done. I'll be done with everything. Then I would have time to hook up and go down for that little 7 acre field. We'll let it dry 5 days, come back and do it again. And then you can plant something. Well, and Steve said, well, I'm just planting grass instead of corn or soybeans, because grass uses up lots of nitrogen. Corn's a grass.
Right.
IDEM lets me put down 200 pounds per acre of nitrogen for corn and only 100 for soybeans. And if it's hayfield, it's only 50. So I'm worried a little bit about the nitrogen level, but I have to talk to the land application group at IDEM and see if I can give them documentation where they would agree that this type of grass growing for cattle, it's a really strong growing grass,
Yeah.
forage, does use more nitrogen, and where they would up the rate for me for that particular crop. It's just not in my permit for that. So that'd be the only danger of maybe going over what they recommend. And I did it once before years ago, and they just make it like a note, be aware of it, blah, blah, blah. So I did ask Steve though, well, this before all this came up, before this idea came up, I said, wait, can you wait on me? Can we pay you rent to wait on me? Because I know it's a pain, because when they set up their plan and do soybeans, and then you switch over to corn, it's a big deal. And then your crops, then you come back, then your crops different, ready at a different time, then you got to switch your combine heads back around.
Yeah.
And they really don't like doing that at all. Now, I thought maybe if I pay him some money, it'd be worth it to us to do that. And then there are other options available, or it'll be a lot higher, I'm guessing, So what I thought would never happen, they agreed to do it this year. So it was his idea. So he goes, yeah, I can do that if we're all done. I got time to mess with it, and we'll do it that way.
So is there gonna be any like restrictions for that area while they're doing any of that?
Well, you don't supposed to have,
Or-
you don't have to have, while they're at hoses going down the hill and stuff, yeah, we can't have people
Right.
down there.
Right.
But they'll be done in half a day.
Okay.
It'll be one day they'll have that pump down. We'll set their pump right at the top. I'll bet they're done in 3 hours, because you're not hauling it there.
Yeah.
It's just constantly
flowing.
pumping right out of the tank, and they'll crank it up and blow it in quick, so it'll go really fast. But for that day, yeah, people shouldn't be walking them down there when we're rolling up the hose.
Right,
and
so I don't know,
stuff like that.
if we wanna do like any kind of notice, notice just that, hey, this is going on this date, but I know the date could move because weather or whatever, so.
That's the other
It's kind
thing.
of hard to go too far in advance, but it could be a post on, the Facebook pages or
I
something.
know, they have
something
to
like
figure
that.
it out when they see
Let
the,
people know.
traffic and
Because I don't know how many people are really, I mean, that's a hit and miss thing,
Well, we could just put up
Or just,
our
If-
orange
if-
bouquets
yeah, if you guys are down there at that time, I mean, it's.
We're gonna be
easy to
there
hurt People, so. yeah,
loading,
that's
and the
okay.
hoses are going down equipment, and we'll put
Yeah.
up orange blocks where you don't go down
Alright,
through
cool.
this area today.
I just didn't know.
You
how
can
that
go over
works.
there and walk still,
Yeah.
go
Sure.
down, just don't come over by the hose area.
Okay.
And then on land, you're not supposed to walk the land for like 30 days after it's been knifed in,
when that's already got signs across the creek.
across the creek, right?
Yeah.
So that won't be a problem that way.
Sure. Okay, cool.
Yeah, so I'm excited about it. I'm hoping it works well, because I don't have to coordinate 3 pump and haul trucks with Bakers when they're available, and the other guys available to do it, and then dry weather. And you got it all set up, and then it rains, and then you're kicked out again, and then it's trying to get them all out or corrugated again to do that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm hoping it really works. And then I might will do it again in the fall, if he does it at the very end, maybe. So,
Cool.
He's got enough cattle to eat it, I'm sure.
oh yeah,
He got a slew of cattle out there now.
he's got a lot of cattle.
Yeah.
So that's what we're doing this year. So we had to go to Central Indiana Rubber and buy extra parts, metal parts, to go up to 6-inch lines instead of 4-inch lines out of our pit. Come up and make a T and a bleed back valve and hook up. So we spent some money there to get it set up but we'll also have it, once we're above the cement vault, in turns, we'll have it to where we can go back to the 4-inch to do the truck method again. So we can go either way at that point. So I don't remember how much we're spending, but probably just $1,000 or two to get that set up. And Scott was putting it together last night. So yeah, we're all real excited about it, hoping this works well.
Well, while you're on that subject, and you talk about nobody should be on that ground for 30 days afterwards, and since our road across the creek, so to speak, or you cross, should we put a sign up down there at the edge of Greasens and say private property to let people,
There already is one.
there is one,
Yeah, down there by the creek crossing. It
Yeah.
says restricted area,
Okay.
don't go in there or something.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, for that 7 acre field. So they're not supposed to go across the creek. The
Yeah.
people's supposed to be on this side of the creek.
I don't
all the
imagine
time.
many people will go across the creek. I would expect, I mean,
No,
it's
not
it's a
many.
field over there. I mean, they've got plenty of stuff on this.
Yeah.
So,
But the only thing I was thinking about is, you know, the people that take their dogs down there and turn them loose, they might see that as an area to really let the dog run, you know, and cross for that reason. But other than that, there shouldn't be anything back in there for them to.
I wouldn't imagine. it.
Yeah, and we,
Yeah,
that's why we put that sign up.
Yeah,
Just so we're, you know, they've been told
Yep.
they're not supposed to be back here,
Yep.
you know, but. Okay, we were talking to Dave Gilly. He's the welder fabricator in Fillmore, about making a new sign for front of our wastewater plant out of metal. I don't know if you guys know or not, but his daughter, Emily, they got like a laser cutter and they can make metal signs. A lot of businesses have had done around your all aware of that. They could go up to 4x8 sheet. So those pictures I threw out there is our sign now.
Yeah.
And I use that chat,
GPT.
Mhm.
yeah, and came up with a couple others.
My favorite.
I like that
Make the point.
one. Poop emojis on the side.
I think we'll have to pass on that.
Oh, man.
I don't have, I mean, I can pass on that. but-
Put that on the other end,
The other side, oh, the back side,
On the back side, there you go.
as you're leaving.
So,
Nice.
So I didn't want to let you guys look at it so you could think about what, if
I like that.
you got any suggestions?
Yeah.
Colors?
I like that bright one.
yeah,
Yeah, I think
Clean and-
that one's, yeah, very,
yeah.
That one, the other, the poop emoji's kind of brown, tan or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
grayish. Yeah, that's clean and bright. and-
You like that white one?
Yeah, simple.
where was, I like that. I wonder what that would look like if you did all the, in green. I don't make a difference to me one or the other, but.
Yeah.
That's very eye-catching.
Mhm.
They'd probably use two sheets, you know, one behind it, one plain color, and then the cutout part or
Right.
letters, put it right on there.
Yeah.
Now, he did ask, he told Scott they could space them off and make like a 3D thing. But I'm thinking pine needles and stuff would
I
be,
think Bucks would be in there.
and building wasp nests.
Yeah.
I think it's better just flat.
Farrah's being there building this.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think, but, I mean, sometimes simple is the
Yeah.
best. I like that.
I agree.
Yeah.
And Scott he had signs made last year across the street where they're supposed to park. And I think those are more brown and tan like we had on the bigger sign.
Mhm.
And we've been in doing signs, if you notice where
Yeah.
they drop the deliveries out front, we got
Yeah.
that sign in. We're making signs for the plant to identify the tanks and valves.
Oh,
So it's a lot easier, like digester one valve drains here, this one and this one. So you can just walk out there and identify for people that wouldn't know or a new hire or something, so they could learn better, you know, where stuff's at and not make a mistake and open the wrong valve or something.
Yeah.
So
Good.
I think it's a good idea. So we're moving forward on that stuff. And these signs are really reasonable. Like, they're like $20 or $25 or don't cost much at all for these little
oh,
signs.
nice.
Yeah.
Is that the same guy? Or where you?
No, he's not Gilly. He goes through somebody else he found online, and he loves working with him. So I have to ask Scott about that where he gets them. But
Okay.
and then the very bottom one is the one I emailed you on.
Yeah.
Glenn and
Yeah.
Pamela Reese, Lincoln Hill 300. Was wondering if they could drive down there to start walking to this level because that hill's too hard to get up and down in there. And mobility
The
problems.
rocks and stuff, it's an easy slip.
Yeah, you
You're
slide
not
easy.
sure-footed and all of that.
Yeah, I drove down there just yesterday, the day before, and looked at your bridge. It looks nice, but it was
95% done, I know. It's
wet. No, I mean, it was wet and that gravel had eroded
Yeah.
already coming back up, so it is dangerous, but. And we can discuss those trees too. I
Yeah.
tried to look at them trees too.
As long as that's a gravel drive, you're gonna get a big rain and it's gonna
Move to the bottom.
move stone,
Yeah.
and,
And I guess Scott said when he was talking to this couple, he says they were okay with whatever, either way, he's okay with it. He'd just like to know whether they can do that again as an option or not.
My thing is that people wouldn't know the difference. And I think once they see one vehicle down there, then we got problems and it's just gonna open that. I think that's.
yeah, and of course, with that, I talked to, Tom Sutherland back 2, 3 months ago about, we'd seen some 4-wheelers and a dirt bike had been down there. I talked to Tom and asked him if he'd have the deputies keep an eye on that when they were out here, and I said, there should be only one 4-wheel vehicle down there, and that's our own vehicle, and then there should be no other vehicles down there except, and I was thinking about your vehicle and so then now with Ken retiring and taking over the security out here, I talked to him at the POA meeting the other night and talked to him about it and made him aware that you would have vehicles down in there working on the bridge. But that as far as we were concerned, there should be no other vehicles down there except ours. And there's, while that's going on, that's a short-term thing.
Yeah.
And Ken said he would try to keep an eye on it. And I told him, that as far as we were concerned, that if he caught somebody down there on a dirt bike or a side by side or a 4-wheeler, we'd prosecute. That's the only way you're gonna get.
There's a sign that says authorized vehicles only
You're-
on this
you're-
point when you're.
You can put all the signs in the world up and you can see somebody down there and you say, hey, you're not supposed to be down here, get off. But the only way you're gonna get everybody's attention is if you prosecute 1 or 2 people and the word will get out quick.
Mhm.
Well, that's, yeah.
So that's where we stand with law enforcement. And I'd talk to both of them and
If like we saw somebody down there, instead of us talking to them, should we call Ken?
yeah,
Would he, or I guess, I don't know if I got his personal cell phone number or whatever he carries nowadays, but guess we need to get it, I guess.
yeah,
I might have his personal phone number.
yeah,
Yeah, it'd be more, because I ran off a guy before, I told you about it, and he
yeah,
didn't care
yeah.
at all.
Yeah, I guess that's the thing. It's like, to me, it's like if somebody's just reasonable about it, I just go, okay, one for
Yeah,
nothing, but if
yeah.
they're unreasonable or jerks.
Well, and the other thing is, the guy you run off, he probably didn't say anything to anybody, but if a law enforcement officer tells him to get off, then he's probably gonna talk to his buddy, hey, you better not go down there, the cops are watching that place now,
So Don caught somebody, this man had a young boy, I guess, running a dirt bike up there,
Yeah,
training him how to climb the hill by the
Yeah.
spillway
yeah,
on a dirt bike.
yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't have any place to ride it on his lot.
I know.
I know it's straight,
There's been, what, on the north end there, on that trail, it's the walking trail, there were 2 trucks that were stuck up there. I don't know if that's recent or a few years ago.
Oh,
Well, and
Yeah, it's like.
Where, I saw your email on that. Where is the walking trails that go up by the silt basin to,
Yeah, the northern.
Goes all the
Park
way,
there,
all the way
Silk
along the
Basin.
stream, comes all the way down to.
Oh, the one down here. You're talking about the north.
yeah,
Champlain
Oh.
Court, it's on the north end, right,
Victory Hill.
Lincoln Hills, right before Lincoln Hill Park, next court, and you go.
Road 39, I think.
Yeah.
it goes right by the silt basin.
Yes.
And on back through the
Yeah,
woods,
yeah,
follows
yeah,
the creek.
Yep.
And it gets progressively more difficult, so.
Yeah.
his son put that trail in as a,
Boy Scout project.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, and that's what I was thinking, if.
it's
And
got parking level
Well,
relatively.
that's what we could tell the folks that wanted to
Yeah.
do it over here, you know, maybe. it's a
there's
little bit
parking already there,
access, yeah.
and that trail is not completely flat,
No.
but it's not
It's not. like-
big hills or anything either,
yeah,
you know, and if we could,
it's,
Maybe.
it's wooded and pretty.
Yeah, always see wildlife up there, turkeys and.
Mhm.
if we could make these people aware of that and
Yeah.
let them see whether
If
that
works for 'em.
satisfies their need or not, because that's POA, it's open to all residents.
I was in there once when they were
19.
building that silt basin because we have sewer lines
Yeah,
to locate manholes out there.
yeah,
That was the last time I think I was there.
yeah.
It's nice with a little waterfall.
Oh, hell,
Goes down
yeah.
Off there, and when it rains, I mean, you can hear it.
Yeah.
I'll bet. Isn't that all shell based too?
Yeah,
Like it's
it
pretty
is.
shallow by those houses. You
Yeah.
can't dig it
Yeah.
any deeper.
Yeah, where that,
Oh, really? Okay.
where that little stream comes in, there's that little island that sits out there, and that's all shale base up there, just that stream that comes in there from the north for quite a ways up there is a shale bottom.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, that's good. Don't get as much
Now, the other,
silt.
the stream that comes in from behind the island, it's not as much shale over there, the shale's deeper over there.
Okay, so we tell the people, sorry.
Yeah, I'm, you know, it's a situation where the one up on the north end is not real well known.
Yeah, it's not as nice as the road we got below the dam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
But we'll call them and tell them that.
Yeah.
Then.
There's a good road back in there and a place to park, and then the trail.
Number 19 is emergency road.
Yeah, I think I said that in the email. Like,
It's right at Lincoln Hill where the beach and stuff is. It's the road,
yes.
next road north of that.
The cul-de-sac.
Yeah,
Champlain Court.
yeah,
Champagne Court.
that's right.
And and you look like you're driving behind somebody's house.
Yeah, there's a big.
Yeah.
house.
You are.
You are.
But it's an easement to get through there, right?
Yeah,
Yep,
yeah,
yep,
the
it's
parking
just on the
pad
left
back.
side.
Is that gravel or is that grass?
That's gravel. I mean, it's gravel. Right?
Gravel.
It's gravel.
Yeah, see, we had to move that driveway because the first time they put the driveway in, there wasn't a house there. And they put it in across this guy's property. Then when he got ready to build a house in there, then we had to move the road because
19 is correct.
19 what?
19
Road number.
EMS is 19.
Okay.
That is.
All right, well, I'll call them and let them know that and suggest that they have another option up there. And then while we're talking down there, where the creek, where the big sycamore and the walnut,
Yeah,
the walnut is probably gonna fall definitely sooner than the sycamore will last a while, but that walnut, it probably will come down, but I think it'll come down on the grassy area
I think so.
before your bridge.
Mhm.
But if you want me to try to get somebody to look at, try and take that sycamore down, I think we'd have to pull it down toward the field, which we
Yeah.
own the field. That's our property.
Yeah.
So I could get like Josh that works from McCall or
I
somebody
think
to look
maybe
at.
just to understand what we might be looking at. I'm not saying we have to act on it right away necessarily, but just to have an idea. I mean, if it's gonna do some damage, it's not even just doing damage, but I mean, people walk back there, it falls on somebody, you know. That's the worst case scenario for sure. If it looks dangerous, more aware of it. I mean, just to understand the numbers at least and you make a decision on it.
Yeah, I think it'll be, I think the sycamore will last a long time. It's got a lot of roots in it.
Yeah,
and hanging.
They love the
just-
water anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah, but to get a track hoe down there and try to push it over, you're down in the creek already. I'm not sure it'd be enough.
Right.
I think
right.
you almost gotta put a cable up high and get out in that field with a dozer,
Try to
pull
steer
over
it.
that way where it won't be safe enough, because that thing's huge.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
big sycamore tree.
If they do that, I want to come see.
And then I would, if we did do that, I'd suggest we do it after harvest season,
Sure.
because it's gonna go
Yeah.
everywhere and have to clean it up and not mess up this field.
Get the ground a little harder too, and make it
Yeah.
less damage when it
It-
does.
so so you agree, you don't think it's immediately gonna fall down?
I'm no tree expert, but
I would say,
I-
I've been around trees a lot and my, in
so
the,
we got time. We have time, I think, to
yeah, it's not gonna,
figure out what.
I don't think, I wouldn't think it's gonna fall.
Yeah.
Such a tornado hits you.
Well, we have a second, just for the bridge update. We've been battling the weather off and on and availability off and on too. It's taken much longer than we thought, but all the big work is done. It looked brand new just after power washing it, first of all. So it looked good for a while while it was drying out, but it's all painted. The signs are up. The only two small outstanding issues are, we gotta put the pole up there to put the collars on. So we're gonna put that on the inside part of one of the rails on the side, and then, just some, paw print and footprint details or, stenciling to do, just to do that. So those are, a couple hours of work and we'll be done with everything. We'll take pictures and then we can share them with whoever wants to see them, probably share them with POA stuff too. So nice little fun project to do. It was really good. It was nice when it was out there and the weather was good, but man, you gotta look ahead because you can't have it rain on it
Yeah.
before or after. It's gotta be dry, so.
Yeah, this has been
back and forth on that.
a rainy spring.
It has, a lot of hit and miss stuff. So we're 99% done, just a couple little cleanup items. And we'll claim that we're completely done with all minutes. So,
That's awesome.
yeah, it was a fun project to do.
I'd just like to say one thing, when at the POA meeting, when they asked for the conservancy report, I made the comments again about disposable, flushable
Mhm.
material, and that, our pumps were expensive and it fouled up the impellers. And even if we didn't have to replace the pump, we still had to get down in there to clean it out, and what else was I gonna say? Anyway, I made two pitches, so to speak, while I had the floor. And the lady that does the highlights now, Jenny,
Yeah, oh my God, yeah, I can't think of the name.
Jenny,
It is Jen,
Is it?
Jen something.
yeah. She did two posts on Facebook
Oh, nice.
Oh,
and made almost exactly the same comments that I made. So, that probably more people saw that than what they do in the highlights when we put stuff in the highlights. But, I'm gonna catch her one of these days and thank her personally for reposting that, but yeah, I think it probably helped us more than, no, it helped us more than my standing up and saying it did, but
And I think you made a good point too, Dwayne, when you do your warning to everybody, like, just because it says it's flushable doesn't mean it's biodegradable.
Yeah.
I think that's a confusion that a lot of people, especially new people that haven't lived with wells.
Golf balls go down the
Oh,
toilet.
they're not used to having, yeah, exactly. I mean, people just haven't lived off of anything but city sewage and water. They don't even.
well, it's a selling point. It's flushable. You don't have to do anything else,
Yeah,
Just pull the handle, it's gone,
yeah.
you're done with it. So, but, and then of course I made that comment that it's flushable, but it's not so a lot of it's not biodegradable, and so we still fight it. And,
think a lot of times if we can catch people new that are coming into the community, which they're coming by the hundreds, obviously, you know, part of their welcome pack needs to have some really
Yeah.
clear communications on that too. So I don't know what they get when they come to the office and.
And then I also made the comments about trespassing down here, that we had that open and we wanted people to use it, you know, for exercise and dog and so forth, but we did not want it being used for dirt bikes and
Yeah,
four-wheel vehicles, because first place is, I know, Don said, you know, he was mowing, the guy come by him on a dirt bike up on the back of the dam, so forth, and that's, you know, you make one rut in there and then your dam starts washing away. So, and she covered both of them really well
good.
and in Facebook. So,
That's great. Yeah, you're right. People probably see that more than they do the reading the newsletter or even the minutes or anything, you know.
yeah, yeah.
One thing I saw this week, is a woodchuck. They're, just where where the sewer pipe is, that stand trees there's a woodchuck that was up in there.
Really?
Yeah.
What's the difference between a woodchuck and a beaver?
Or groundhog.
Groundhog.
Oh, groundhog.
Yeah, woodchuck, groundhog.
Oh, okay.
Down the tow drain.
No, he was up higher. He was up towards, you know, where I would consider the start of the earthen dam, which is what I wanted to mention.
Way up high,
Yeah.
by the trees or,
Yeah, he was in the trees,
I mean, either side.
this side on the trees.
So you think we should try to trap him?
I don't know if you've seen him too. I haven't seen him again. I saw him last Sunday.
I think Don did say it's. So that's the question.
Yeah, we don't want him getting in there,
Yeah, you don't want,
digging
you
around.
can't have a growing animal in your, so you gotta get rid of it. So
Yeah.
I guess a live trap would be the way to go, you know, that would just shoot guns out here.
Live trap him and take him someplace to find
Yeah,
his maker.
Watch for babies though this time of year.
Yeah.
Then if you got a live trap, then you gotta check it every day, make sure that cat didn't get in or something.
Yeah, I've got a live trap, but I don't have one big enough for a groundhog.
I got two for raccoons.
Yeah.
I guess.
Okay,
around-
I'll get with you. I'll ask around, see. Well, maybe Scott's got one too. I don't know.
Probably does.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I was gonna ask.
That's, I think the groundhog would go in that size, you know, the huge size is like coyote or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we should do, you're right, we need to, anything burrowing animal, muskrats or anything, you know, like your day, you know.
Yeah.
Okay. That's all.
Yeah, I'm done.
Anybody got anything else? Tom?
I was wondering if I could get an updated list of the properties that we still own.
Yeah, I gave that, to Rick,
Jackson?
Olson.
Okay.
Yeah, Rick Olson's got one. I gave that to him last fall. I think that's what he's using they're talking about a dog park. I don't think that I kept a copy of that, but I'm not sure. I don't think I've got it, Tom.
If you find it, if you could email me a copy, I'd appreciate it.
I think I had Kathy.
I think Kathy created it for you.
Yeah. Could you just have Kathy send Tom a copy of it?
I'll look through my emails. I should have been on the email too. So I'll look for it and see.
Okay.
Yeah, the GIS people are pretty helpful.
Yeah, because I know,
Thank you.
Well, I was wondering if you
That's
just,
what the GIS people, because I know when Rick Miller was trying to find out all the people that had property on Heritage Drive, he called them and they were able to get that information to him, so.
but I know Rick asked for it and, I don't, somebody sent it to me and I sent it on to him, and then he said something at the POA meeting the other night about a dog park,
It's a dog park.
so.
That commercial.
You know what? Everybody gets excited about the prospect of having, what they called it a
Oh.
bark park last time, which was terrible communication.
Oh, yeah.
Because nobody wants a bark
And
park.
I think,
But the dog park is great unless it's near where you live,
Yeah.
in your house, and that's,
Same
it's
problem.
gonna, this conversation bubbles up as much as mini barns and sheds bubbles up, and then it dies down when you start digging in and really getting the feel for what the community wants, especially those that
I
live
think-
in Austin.
I think we're in a situation now where, the lots have been
Bought up so much.
picked over for people that wanted
We
the
don't
lot
have-
next
we
to
don't
them and
have
so forth, and I don't think we have. At one time,
We had four.
in Gettysburg, we had a bunch of lots together over there.
Yeah.
But I think, when the last time that we sold some lots, we sold some over there and broke part of that up, so I don't know whether they'll be able to find enough lots adjacent to each other to.
And buffer lots between those
Right.
and where the nearest homes are in that area too. So I know there's even been discussion about the 30 acres and down over on the other side of the dam and those two open field areas there. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see, Rick's fresh eyes on it, compared to what other people have tried to do in the past. It's,
Well, you know, it probably area wise, the best area wise would be the 30 acres
Yeah.
along Heritage Drive. They got the big pine trees in there.
I was gonna say, that's the next discussion.
Where the first, dam is back there, you could probably put a dog park in there.
And then the discussion turns into, okay, well, then we need shade and we need fencing and we need water sources. And then you need maintenance to keep them clean
Yeah,
and
and-
make sure that there's no liability issues because somebody's dog isn't as good as the other dogs and they have a disease or they bite or they fight or
Yeah.
something happens. There's a lot of follow-up
You
things
got
that kind
you got
of change the.
Parking,
Yeah, yeah, all those things, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
If I heard a story, I think it was over the hill down here, where somebody had a dog, and they had them loose off their collar, and they attacked somebody else's dog.
mhm.
Was that you?
No,
What did Don tell me?
well, God, no, when our dog's not nice. He's a little dog, but man, he just picks fights with the wrong dog. It's like, don't get me involved with it.
Well, I think he said this dog attacked him and broke the other dog's jaw or
I know.
something. So I'm wondering, what's the rules? Can they be off the leash when you're walking down there?
A lot of people do that, and the responsible ones, when they know, like when we walk our dog down there, we look around first of all, see if there's any cars in any of the parking areas, so we know if somebody's likely down there or not. And if there aren't, we go down, we get to the point where she knows her, it's like autopilot, take her off, let her go, and you see or hear somebody else, you as a responsible person will get your dog back to you, put her back in the leash and make sure everything is good, the dogs pass each other, whatever, and, do what you want. It's really a common sense issue and most people have that, but then you get the ones that don't, or accidents happen too. I mean, somebody just, realize someone's there and they are, and it's too late, the dogs go and do what they do. But you just have to be careful, and I think most people that use that area appreciate it so much, they don't want it jumped up by somebody doing the wrong thing and getting it taken away, so I think there's a lot of good people that really, really like this area for those very reasons, and they're good about taking care of it, but again, you never know, the wrong thing happens on the wrong day, and then you have some liability issues and.
Yeah, but I'm sure that
I think,
most of them do let them go, because they
Yeah,
can run.
that's the whole
Yeah,
purpose, those,
yeah,
those
let 'em go.
those two open areas right down at the bottom.
They're
It's
great,
perfect for
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
I think technically, Indiana law, if they're off your property, they have to be on leash.
Mhm. Yeah.
And, when we've never enforced it down here, I see people down there, dogs off leash all the time.
Yeah,
And I don't think it's a problem, unless people
until,
are down there.
Until
so there's an
An
issue.
aggressive
Yeah.
dog or something, and the dog getting a dog fight, or something like that. But I think by Indiana law, if they're off of your property, they're supposed to be on leash.
At the end of the day, you're responsible for whatever your dog
Oh,
does.
yeah.
On
Yeah.
leash, off leash, doesn't matter, so
Yeah.
it's
Okay.
common sense things, but yeah.
All right. Anybody have anything else, on the record? If not, we'll,
Motion to adjourn?
Second.
all in favor,
Aye.
motion carries.
All right.